thank you for coming, hanging out. Appreciated the music today.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having us.
Excellent. So for most people that are going to watch us, they never heard of the Road Sodas. So why don't you tell us where you're from?
Well, we're from Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and we're a rock and roll band.
Yeah, I would say you're a rock and roll band. I'd say maybe you lean a little bit more towards the punk rock side of things.
That's a fair assumption, absolutely.
Looking at the mask here, there's maybe a little bit of horror involved in that.
I don't know what mask you're talking about.
A tidbit.
So, is the non-masking a standard part of your shows?
Well, as far as we've been told, wearing masks at shows is a good thing. So, we support that, you know.
Excellent. So, how long have you guys been playing together as the Road Sodas?
So it kind of goes through a couple different generations of it, if you will. We started this band probably back in about 2012, me and this gentleman here, and we had a different bass player and, you know, played a couple years, took a little break, time off, followed some other projects, and then came back to it right in the 2016, 2017 area. Had a different lineup, a 4-piece band, and now we're back to a 3-piece, kind of doing things the way we always thought they should have sounded from the jump, really. We just couldn't figure it out. We were having a hard time getting the exact sound and grab we wanted, and we think now we're in the best form of what we've got.
Yeah, I gotta say, I enjoyed it personally, so.
Thank you.
But I'm curious, man, the name Road Sodas, I mean, where I come from, Road Sodas is kind of beers in the back seat, or the front seat, depending on how much you already had.
Yes, the same thing where we're from too. Yeah. We were toying around for a name forever, could not come up with a name for a project, and driver excluded. We like to have a couple beverages as we loaded up and hit the road and went out to play some music. So we embodied it.
Hey, I enjoy the same thing when I'm out watching music, so.
Absolutely.
Speaking of music, I mean, now that shows are happening again, I mean, how excited are you?
Very, very. I mean, we're a band that we go into the studio, we make music, we record it, but we love playing live. We are here to do a live show. We always loved that most about playing in a band. It's about going out, loading up the gear, playing the show, and having a great time, man. And we're just absolutely thrilled to have it back and to see what can come of it now. You know, it's kind of a weird state. What's still open, what's sticking around, and who's still out there doing it. So we're just as excited as everybody else.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a challenge for a while, but I think it's going to be worthwhile in the end anyways.
Yeah. You know, we had a running joke. You're kind of going to see what bands were going to stick this out and who's actually serious about it, because
Right.
If you didn't love this, you had every opportunity to get out for the last year and a half. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
Instead of doing that, we kind of doubled down, started building our own recording studio, and we bought in.
So I guess there's going to be new material soon.
Yeah, absolutely. We're working on writing new songs, you know, as we speak, and we'll hopefully be getting to put all the hard work over the COVID time to good use and start recording this stuff. And next plan is to get a full-length album out.
Excellent. So if anybody wants to listen to what you've already put out, how are they going to go about doing this?
You can find us on Spotify. We are also on YouTube. We have a couple of music videos on YouTube, as well as one of the best ways to find our entire catalog, and it's all downloadable for free, would be on Bandcamp. And you can just Google the Road Sodas and find us on Bandcamp, and our entire discography is up there. Free downloads, check it out, come to a show and have fun.
Tips, of course, are encouraged.
Yes, yeah, we will gladly take your money, or you can come to the show and we'll take it that way. We will get it somehow.
Excellent. So, I mean, this is going to be cliche, but what are some of the influences on your music? Not necessarily like what's influenced you, but what influences your music?
I think there's a lot of different creative aspects in the band. Obviously, we draw from all different types of art, you know, film, music, physical, just paintings and stuff like that. We draw from all that. We also draw a lot from just kind of that life is real personality. You know what I mean? sometimes a song doesn't have to be happy. It doesn't have to be catchy and cliche. You can take kind of the darker sides of things and embody that and write some really great music or make great art in any form off of that. And we try to roll with that side, you know. How many songs can you write about sunshine and rainbows when there's so much else to write about?
True story. So I got some random questions for you.
Sure.
And or, you know. So you got two choices here. So let's go. First of all, Superman or Shazam?
Shazam.
I would go Superman.
Nice. ABBA or the Bee Gees?
Bee Gees.
Yeah, Bee Gees, yeah.
No. You know, let's go back to the comic book thing. Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Yeah.
Guinness or lager?
I'll take lager. I do like a Guinness, but the lager's more reliable.
All right, I can go with that. Oh, Stephen King or Clive Barker?
I don't know enough of Barker to...
Clive Barker's the Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't know enough of his work.
Stephen King, though.
Yeah, I have to go on Stephen King just off default.
Nice. So, I guess we'll shift back. If people are looking for you aside of Bandcamp, how can they follow you on the social media circuit?
Yeah, you can find us on Facebook. Just look up the Road Sodas. We are going to be the top one that pops up. There's a few imposters, but we are the main one that will pop up. On Instagram, at the Road Soda 610. Kind of a little shout out to the Lehigh Valley area code where we're from. And yeah, those are the main two we're using, is Instagram and Facebook.
Nice. So in closing, man, if somebody's going to find you in person, where are they going to find you coming up soon?
So we're playing a show October 30th, Saturday, October 30th in Nazareth, Pennsylvania at the Townhouse. It's a nice little hometown dive bar. We'll be playing there with our friends in Adolescent Tragedy from Los Angeles, California. And it's just going to be a good night of friends, fun, good music, and some good drinks and food there as well. It's a great little hometown show and bar for us, and we hope everybody can make it out.
Excellent. All right, guys. Hey, thanks a lot for coming out.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having us.
Great seeing you.
You as well.
We'll catch you next time.
In a dream last night, my eyes were drowned in a bright light, but you and all my friends were there. I could hear it and imagine each of you laughing in your own ways, in an outfit of your choice. 'Cause I believe the last I saw you was in our high school dress code. Started to hear you talk about me when your voice went further away, and I tried to reach out to you, but your location, I couldn't place it. When was the last time I'd be with you? When was the last time? Think back to times of dirt and grass stains, when we felt like kids again. 'Cause when I saw you at the party, there were just beer stains you could wash down the drain. If I dared to mention, it was nice to see you. Been a while since I've seen your face. This I at least wanted to say to you, but you were a few drinks away. When was the last time I'd be with you? Only in a dream have I last seen you. When was the last time I'd be with you? Only in a dream I go back to. The swing set that we played with is now rusted at the hinges. The arcade we went to as kids is now filled with new ones. That new guitar I first showed to you is in the hands of someone else. We used to always jam together. Since then there's been a silence forever. I mean, this is us as we grow up. We leave some good people behind us, but I know that you care when I see you in my dreams and nowhere else. When was the last time I'd be with you? Only in a dream have I last seen you. When was the last time I saw you? Only in a dream. collective act as Chris Dela Cruz. So I started playing music since I was probably around 6 or 7 years old. When I grew up in Queens, New York, I would just like do little, I don't know, like lullabies with my mom, and then I would take like piano lessons as I got older. Did middle school, high school band. Long story short, I hated it, but then got back into music by learning guitar, and then started writing songs from there in high school.
For me, growing up, my dad was always like going around playing guitar. He started forming a band with his friends, and I really wanted to, I don't know, be a part of that or do it myself. So that's kind of how I started. You know, started around maybe middle school, just picked up the guitar for fun, and it just kind of, escalated from there.
Honestly, most importantly, I would say is just enjoying it is really the most important part of me making music. It's very therapeutic. You get to express your ideas kind of to yourself, and it makes you realize things that you maybe couldn't pick out before thinking about it, any certain topic you want to write about. Really, it's just very free, and it's very cathartic.
I like the aspect of just trying to like challenge myself and create some sort of like weird sound that, you don't really hear every day, or just trying to kind of put sounds in your head into reality. That's like my go-to, and my favorite part is like doing it with like the band or like other friends, just kind of experimenting, see how creative you can get. I think it's one of the most unique art forms that you can really dive into, because you don't see it, it's
very easy to enjoy.
Yeah.
Just gotta listen. When I first started writing this new album, which was about a year and a half ago in, 2020, early 2020, I don't know, I was just in a very like isolated headspace. All these songs I pretty much just like wrote in my room. Some of them just came out of nowhere. Really, it's like one of those mysteries with like songwriting. Like I've always like tried to find ways to inspire myself, but it really just comes out of nowhere. At the time, I was just like by myself and just feeling like with COVID and everything, like time was just passing by. And I kind of attributed to the theme of my album that came out, which is Life is a Day. Really, I just like focused on like memories I had and kind of expressed my themes of like loneliness in that album that I was feeling at the time. Yeah, it's just really subject to like where I am in the present moment, and just give me like my guitar, and if I feel it, I'll just start writing things. Yeah, I'm definitely being separated from my friends during that time. Really kind of just being alone a lot of the times. Definitely like feelings of isolation, and that let me like ruminate on different aspects of my life and things that happened in the past that I also discussed in that in my release.
I was kind of around the same time. I was feeling exactly the same way, and Chris came up to me and pitched like the idea of like, all these songs, and then like starting to play along with them. So I pretty much in like almost every degree, I really feel in the same space as him. I was feeling really lonely from not seeing like all my friends all the time, and like not going out seeing shows, playing shows. I felt very, kind of like boxed in just like in a dark room,
It's such a difficult question because like I really like have such an emotional attachment with all of these songs that I just released. Like, I don't know, the whole project is just me like expressing myself. So I can't really pinpoint any like favorites. If anything, it would be the first one that I wrote off of the album. It was called Ghosts. I wrote it with my friend Nick, and we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know that it would become an album. But it's really like the thesis statement of the album. And then to perform live, definitely, I like Last Dance. It seems like my band, our full band is like a 6-piece, and Last Dance is definitely like the one that we all pretty much enjoyed. Would you
Definitely
agree?
Last Dance. I 100% agree with that.
So it's like, I don't know what you mean.
Just like, I don't even know that song. But no, when to play live, Last Dance is definitely my favorite because it's so high energy, and it's just this like whole roller coaster of just like different. It feels like different levels of like excitement for me, just like going through. Because it's not like, I wouldn't say it like descends and then like escalates. It just, I don't know, every part feels different, and it just like going in like to the solo and stuff. It just feels like another kind of like. It feels like another like part of you is just like, it feels like it is a dance, you know. But I think on the record though, my favorite might be Night. I think it feels very like, it feels very uplifting compared to like some of the like the darker songs on the album, and it feels like, to me at least, it feels like there's like a glimmer, there's like hope, you know, compared to some of the other darker themes, you know. But
If anything, I think the general theme of the album kind of follows Ghost, so it'll depend per person, I would say. Well, I would love to still be enjoying it. Obviously, we all have life that happens totally every day. But yeah, I'm also like a nursing student at ESU, so you know, senior year, everybody's looking at jobs, and I'm just like, wow, I really wish I can just keep doing music. So I just want to do music for the rest of my life. Basically, is what I see myself in the future doing with it.
I feel that I definitely want to continue doing it. I don't care if like 10 people see us or like 10 million people see us, or like, you know, I feel truly like myself and alive just going around playing songs, writing songs. So that's definitely where I want to be, just continuing doing exactly what we're doing now.
Yeah, it would be cool to collaborate with like maybe Connor Oberst from Bright Eyes, because I love It's Wide Awake. Well, It's Morning, I'm Wide Awake. That's like one of my favorite albums. There's a ton, but those are just a few, yeah, that are really cool right now that I'm enjoying.
I think Matty Healy, the 1975, I think he is a music genius, personally, and I feel like a lot of like the styles of like how he writes, especially lyrically, and how personal and in depth they get, I feel like that could correspond really well with like a lot of the themes that like you have to say. I think that is a fantastic like person to choose from, or someone weird like Rob Zombie or something.
Yeah,
yeah, like
That'd
a
be
Rob
sick.
Zombie feature.
Kendrick Lamar would be tight. I love Kendrick. So I've always thought that it doesn't matter if like someone loves my music or hates it or whatever. I think if anybody takes the time to listen to it, like I've done my part, because like when someone's listening to music, it's like a full-on like time commitment. Like I'm gonna listen to music, or I'm gonna put it on in the background or whatever. Just like letting me be a part of their lives is just enough. So that's what I want them to take away from it. I just want them to just feel something.
Thing that people should know about our music is that we are currently on tour, the Life is a Day Weekender tour. I think if you really like the music, or if you want to see another side of the music, come see one of our live shows. You know, I feel like a lot of the energy and like the emotion from the songs really comes out great live, and you know, we just like to see everyone's beautiful faces coming out.
I have a website, chrisdelcruzmusic.com. Yeah, pretty much all my links are there, but I'm also on Spotify, Apple Music, and just like streaming platforms in general. since I've had a good time. But I'm nervous that it might fill my eyes, so I look back because I'm scared of what's ahead. Even the survey at work says I'm not a futurist, but I take input and they made that kind of obvious. Would like mountain anything sounds like an injury, and I keep hurting myself, saying the new struggles, tears over again. But I'll stay on the floor because who knows if this is it. Maybe this is the one. These times are the old home, a part of my soul will never move out of. Maybe I'll make the most of it. The song just started and we're about to begin. Why does every good time feel like a last goodbye? Things go bad when everything seems just fine. But I will smile and laugh with you and act like they are. See if it can take us far. At times people think I have much together. That means school and work first, and that means that I'm mature. But I wanna go around the world with some friends, playing songs no one's heard. Unattainable actions, unequivocal. In the meantime, I'll keep dancing, 'cause this could be it. Maybe this is the one. These times are the old home, a part of my soul will never move out of. Maybe I'll make the most of it. The song's almost over and it's too late to quit. So tired of having no second chances, like when I had met eyes with someone that I never got involved with, or on a family vacation I ended up missing a birthday, giving a presentation and stuttering on my first name. Maybe I'm overthinking, but time will kill me slowly. So I just wanna feel happy about tonight. Maybe this is the one. These times are the old home, a part of my soul will never